waited.
From Orlando, Florida.
Jade Cargill has her way tonight. They're going to be putting caution tape.
Well, it's been pretty rare of late that Jade Cargill has
Around a crime scene that Naomi is going to be in the middle of.
had her own way, in large part due to the actions of Brie was often treated as the third wheel as part of this woman, who far from being part of the big two, thanks to the behavior of Jade Cargill.
But I do know, like, there's been the times of the past.
Committed all jealousy. Isn't that one of the 7 deadly sins?
I don't know about any of those.
All of them, right?
Nancy Kerrigan, absolutely not. And there was a kick people that were attacked within their own team. That was stabbed one time in training camp. Yep. There are sometimes that they will have a chance to succeed. And that's seemingly what happened. God. Good teammate.
Some would want
Naomi. She made a play.
Do that to you?
No, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
Wrestlemania brought to you by Elwyn Select Stores and online. Nissan Hot and Spicy Firewalk is a Nissan Hot and Spicy Firewalk. Now a super spicy instant ramen meal that is packed with intense flavor with a kick from a blend of chilies and spices, fiery and authentic flavors. Prepare yourself for full contact. Again, this match brought to you by Nissan Hot and
Delicious. Shout out to Nissan.
Spicy Firewalk.
So good. So.
Hey guys, we are just outside Allegiant Stadium here. The sun
pounding away. This will not be pretty, Wade.
Yeah, well, physically, Jade Cargill has emotionally, issues have been explored. Absolutely no weaknesses whatsoever. However, in the past, and right out of the blocks, Jade Cargill.
Last year, where Jade made her WrestleMania debut.
Seemingly lost the plot.
You know, Pat, it was a nice deal. It was you when she teamed with both Bianca and Naomi in a big
stopped at that moment. She was on a run, on the rise.
Victory over Damage Control.
And it felt like the entire world. And then somebody ran her over with a car, tried to kill her.
To the career in WrestleMania for Naomi. Obviously, this is the 10th match. A lot more experience. I believe she actually threw it through a window, Pat.
On me. Still trying to kill her.
This isn't a Rikishi situation here. Nonetheless.
Oh, that's on me. I apologize.
Get your point.
That's good. There's the problem.
Even though Naomi may have learned that from Rikishi.
Here at WrestleMania, she's had a massive career. It's been 15 years. Well, you're talking
you
about
get the point.
All of the experience of Naomi, plus she's won world championships, yet she was seen as arguable.
Yeah, and maybe
she might have felt like that. Nobody viewed her like that.
The C-level player.
In whose eyes? Maybe in your
commentators.
Oh, Naomi! Whipped into the barrel.
Been a storm from the off, and things are.
An in-ring performer. What impresses you about Jade Cargill?
Really going south from Naomi from the word go.
Wait from it.
Well, it's the physicality of the woman. She is like an apple built for combat.
Oh,
however,
goodness.
I don't care how the of an angel has appeared in there perfectly. How many hours you spend in the gym, you cannot protect the eyeballs.
She's an angel right in the side of the face.
Absolute superstar, but not.
So I want her to be my guardian as Naomi catches her.
Naomi's been here, done that a lot.
Dragging X Factor.
And here's the deal, that strike by Naomi.
Jade outside the ring and face first, so that
sums up that she has been completely underestimated by Funkadactyl version of Naomi, like she's often many, including Jade Cargill. This is not them being treated. This is a top-level superstar.
Right to the arm of Jade, and this time dropping her to the floor again. And
who's about to smash some Jade Cargill.
And now Naomi. Again, Naomi almost like she was waiting for her moment.
Restore.
Nice.
She created this moment, obviously.
Not getting out of control early on.
Right on that
decision. She's waiting for her moment, as she did wait out this. Naomi in control.
And Naomi taking her storm.
Great work out of Wade and Jim Cantori.
Time now, and nice blockbuster by Naomi outside the
truth of this situation between these two. It really isn't as black and white.
The ring.
Everything's so smooth and easy right now for Naomi.
And his is often been painted. Both women do feel like they are here to wipe a rival off the face of the planet.
And again, great.
Are in the right. Neither woman, though, is here just to win.
Takedown by Naomi, face first. Looking to pick up a win here over Cargill at Wrestle. What tonight? Wait.
Well, it's justification. It's
Mania and a kick out. A win for Naomi means
proof that you were never the B-level player or the C-level player.
What does a loss mean for Jade Cargill, Pat?
Player surrounded by others. You are, in fact, the top woman around.
I think a loss for Jade Cargill would be problematic for Jade going forward. The revenge is on her side. The momentum, motivation, the power. She has all the incentive in the world to get to win. Everything.
They try to channel the emotion into a victory tonight, but Naomi
Version of Naomi, the 15-plus years that we've been watching her
right now is dominating.
Well, have you ever seen a more confident? She's always been the quiet, fairly timid woman who Naomi has grown before our eyes over the past 3 or 4, allowed others to take the glow and take the spotlight. Months.
Again, Naomi into the cover on Cargill for the win, hooks the leg.
Roll here, matriculating through the match, Naomi.
Leg. Jade is able to kick it to near fall.
Complete drop. Let's test to see where she's at. Kick out. Okay, we'll go back to the...
From Naomi to Jade Cargill, almost
jaw under the neck a little.
Interesting submission here being applied to...
She's beating Jade down right now.
Jade
pretty good.
Trying to battle.
Doesn't have the same in-ring experience as Naomi.
And right out of this.
Here are part of the issues for Jade Cargill is simply
to the back of the leg. And to your point, Wade, what a great counter.
They've been alongside the likes of Bianca Belair, Bart Fizzard. Yeah, the experience Jade Cargill does has it. Optically, there's still something left in Jade Cargill.
World backbreaker and the power of Cargill.
And that's how much remains to be seen.
What a tilt.
The power that we all saw at night one. That told us job.
And now Cargill starting to build momentum is over 60.
Jade Cargill's going to be in the WWE for a long time.
1,000 look on in Las Vegas. Jade Cargill, the powerhouse, a God-given gift.
Also a lot of hard work.
House just sends Naomi across the ring. That power is just...
Spends hours and hours in the gym.
Playing higher than humanity.
Naomi, though, able to get...
Very explosive.
Seemingly originates from up.
The foot up and stop the momentum, at least momentarily, of Jade. Naomi now to the center again. Jade kicks her right out of midair. Second rope. For a blockbuster. You gotta be kidding me! Into a running power slam. Naomi
blown away by the fact that you can catch a human being flat.
Somehow gets the shoulder up. That was insane.
I'm playing at you from that angle. Stack of kick down.
And now with Naomi up on her shoulders, able to
and turn it into a jackhammer, and somehow Naomi
kind.
This physics-wise, I have no idea how she was superhuman strength from Jade Cargill able to do that.
And a big boot, down goes Naomi. That was incredible.
Cargill.
Jade is fired up.
Smart once again from Naomi.
Retribution time against Naomi here tonight.
Hooking that bottom rope. Jade Cargill, too much space. You cannot allow Naomi that. Yep. Better keep her eye on the ball here. Too much separate.
Official Ryan Tran able to pull them and separate them off the rope. Time caught again. Naomi went to the well again and it didn't pay off. So now Naomi from the second rope. This time going to go again. This fall-away slam by Jade Cargill.
Are you sating in Naomi, knowing full well she had the power? For Jade Cargill playing possum there, just waiting to catch it in full flight.
We're in a wrestling match and a beast.
You're just humiliating Naomi as she's...
Jade Cargill's playing catch.
And then stepped on her, walking over her. Cargill,
like she was going for a moonsault, changed her mind, and that indecision.
Now heading to the second rope. Took a little bit too much time.
Way too long. Vision is all Naomi needed.
Kicks him
with Jade. Look at this. Oh, what a bolt.
Dirt. Wasted some time.
Naomi now from the top rope. Oh, by Naomi.
Several up to
time. Top rope. Split leg moonsault.
Attempts at reversals there, but the veteran Naomi got the best.
Connecting to Cargill. Cover now by Naomi. Jade.
Shocking kick out to no one more.
Powers out at 2.
Well, it's as though the Naomi who knew that should have been victory. Perfectly right on the bullseye with the split leg. And that must be panic stations after connecting moonsault tightly hooked in. If that doesn't do it.
A top rope bulldog, Naomi.
What the hell else have you got in the tank, Naomi?
Especially after. On fire.
Jade begging for.
And then a kick on the joint. You get one.
Lawrence, you got one. Kick right to the jaw.
Yeah, what an error.
What Naomi's doing right now.
That only works in the movie.
No, able to intercept this time. Got Naomi hooked up and down.
Movies, Jade.
Couple of kicks, Jade. Naomi rolls through, shoulders down for a big...
Really close.
And now Naomi going for another submission maneuver. Jade able to kick out.
That was close. That was
Almost a variation here. Wait a minute.
The rings is still 1,000,000 miles from the ropes, but desperately trying to
Saturn.
connecting center of the ring. Jade Cargill turn this around.
And she does. Jade Cargill, great move. Now look at a power. Naomi up. Cargill with Naomi on her. I am blown away.
Personality-wise, both women laying it all.
What a fight.
Well, forget your favorite on the line. Both women A++ tonight, evening.
Naomi had full control for a large
But Jade Cargill simply had too much this
portion of this match.
Yeah, the X Factor outside
This is outerworldly.
the ring. With this right here,
was completely defying physics, catching a woman. But a boot to the face is the ultimate answer. Plant you in that angle. Naomi went old school to whatever offense you throw. The veteran pulling out that second rope bulldog. But look at it. How many reversals do we see in a blink of an eye there? But Naomi
Top floor to the lobby quick.
power to do it. And then Jade went old school.
Ball.
And if you're going to pull out some new moves, now is the time. Jaded. Both women, hats off.
Naomi has nothing to be ashamed of.
But Jade Cargill, what a star you are.
Here tonight, but Jade Cargill with a star making 26 years. The Wolves are back, stepping home at WrestleMania. Well, after the Southtown for full throttle battles and a saga revolt. Early access begins April 21st. It's time to pre-order Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves today. Rev it up.
Gonna take you for a ride.
Đã bốc một rồi, làm gì đây? Rất hỗn loạn, rất nhanh.
That's one way to put it.
These guys.
The World Tag Team Contest scheduled for one fall. It's Championship. A combined weight of 400. Introducing the challengers at 17 pounds. Insane. The New Day. Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston.
The New Day tonight. Interesting, guys. Xavier Woods looking for a record 12th tag team title. His 0-6 at WrestleMania. Kofi Kingston is just, well, guys, beginning tonight, every superstar performing will 2-13 at the big show. Wear a commemorative WrestleMania patch. That will be inserted Monday's episode of WWE Raw. Any debuting superstar into Topps trading cards later this year. And beginning on Star will sport the main roster debut patch, which will similarly be, you never know, when you might pull that one of one featured in a future set of Topps WWE trading cards. Topps trading cards.
Well, talking about what first of all, clearly a nod to stars are wearing tonight. How about these outfits from the New Day? WrestleMania 9's Giant Gonzalez.
How did that work?
Have a look closer at the patch. There is a three-headed unit. Can you smell chloroform right now? Keep that on ice. Howard called on the backs of both of these men. One of the figure out who that refers.
Yeah, you were very disrespectful to Big E on
heads. has withered and died. I'm sure we can all...
The countdown show earlier today, Wade.
I understand the perspective, but basically turn these guys. George Kittle of the New Day. Big E was an albatross around their necks. He's mouthing off.
I hope George Kittle beats their ass right here, right now. Beat them up, George.
This is not an NFL field. Let them play security. This is not acceptable at this level.
A match.
Compete.
Wait a minute.
You got a match.
Wait a minute. George Kittle of the New Day. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
I think he swore at them.
Got a match.
George Kittle acting like a fan, screaming at...
That was the problem.
You should have punched him, George.
You know what time it is.
Raw. Raiders.
It's not Raw, it's Mania.
Is war.
And your opponents at a combined weight of 7 pounds. They are the world of 509 tag team champions. The War Raiders. Eric and Ivar.
When you see him, you know.
And they are defending the tag titles from Raw. That is World
Mania is
World Tag Team titles. Listen, Eric and Ivar dressed as... Eric as the Barbarian King, Ivar as the Clash of Clan characters tonight. Rebecca.
And this is an absolute disgrace. Who are the New Day? Up, up, down, down. And even the video game aficionados in WWE in the world has turned their backs on one of the greatest tag teams
up, up, down, down against the Barbarian King. First hero unlocked
all time and refused to give them the outfits.
I'll tell you what, you got the Town Hall 7. Has high damage and can protect the troops like troop with high damage and good armor. So you put those low health. And then you go down to Pekka. This is a robot. Two together. I think the New Day are in some dude rider out here. It would have been a whole new game. Hog problem.
I didn't know you were a gamer.
Oh, they could have had Hog.
Did you say put armor on your Pekka?
Barbarian King is the character. Hog Rider is a fact.
Did I hear that correct?
Pekka is the character.
Okay.
Fast moving, heavily armored unit that can deal substantial. That's a Clash of
WWE
Clans.
has invaded Clash of Clans, joining the...
Damn it.
Hey, I got to do some business. Enough of the things on your Pekka. Millions playing with superstars like Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, and the Undertaker to victory. War Raiders defending the titles against Taker in game today. Clash of Clans, lead your clans. The New Day here tonight.
Pekka starting this match for the
Kingston and Xavier Woods trying to double team
War Raiders.
That would actually be Eric, and now the New Day. Eric of the War Raiders.
Big time right from Xavier that he
Kofi and uses him as a battering ram against
just laughs at.
Eric just powers up Xavier Woods. War Raiders won the man.
The War Raiders are so damn innovative.
Yeah, here tag titles back in December. Tag mate Ivar is now the league's double team, just dumping Ivar.
The neck surgeries in their career, we've talked about that in the past. That's part of
onto both New Day members.
And listen, both War Raiders have had major reason why. They are completely reckless with their own body out of the blocks.
And
no risk it, no
Ivar.
business.
He's in pursuit of victory, and this does not look good for New Day. Right
cross body.
Well, New Day love pancakes now.
A refrigerator.
Absolutely.
Tag made. Here comes.
Now they are a pair of pancakes after that.
Oh, that's like getting hit by Eric of the War Raiders.
Well, they're in complete
Look at this 330-pound man.
Control here, looking to do a little tag team wrestling. War Raiders
And covered by Eric for the win. Kick out. So
330 pounds to his face.
somehow by Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods got not once, but actually twice in some.
Is upset over the fact that Xavier Woods stole her haircut.
Somehow kicked out at 2.
I hope that our ring announcer Alicia Taylor for this match tonight.
Yes, you can be inspired by the great team.
Xavier Woods intercepting Eric, and now the attack is underway.
Even when everybody hates you.
Oh, and look at this. Xavier.
We have it on good authority that
Into the barricade past week.
they're not scared to kind of do anything.
And remember the bad neck of Eric, a focal point of the New Day.
They got to do to win again, and that's kind of been the MO of this new
People are taking shots at the New Day because of their treatment of Big E. The truth
New Day. Kofi's parents are actually pulling for the War Raiders.
is they had to change something.
Look at this.
They
Double
become
team.
a
And remember, And we're going to harp on this because we have to.
Nostalgia act.
And now right to the back of Eric. The surgically repaired neck of Eric, which almost to win the tag titles. Hook of the leg kick out by Eric at 2. It's almost cost him his wrestling career a number of years ago. Cover now.
Tonight is really the acid test for the New Day. Was it a good idea to give it? And this is part of the journey for Jettison Biggie. Win the titles and all is for them getting back to championship gold that they have not held.
Well, they've met over a dozen times
in several years.
And you know what's interesting, guys? They know each other so over the past number of years. It's been a tremendous rivalry. Oh, and that, look at that.
Future Hall of Famers. I think a lot of people would say guarantee
between these two teams.
I mean, New Day's potential
team, off the famouser, cover now and a kick out.
A lot of people would say enough bridges that nobody wants them in the Hall of Fame. But if they win another guaranteed future Hall of Famers, but with the way they're operating, they might burn the title. In this new era, new version of the New Day, you're talking about.
They held 11 plus the NXT championship, but it's
talking about greatest of all time conversations forever.
I think you're already there. It's been over 2 years since they've been tag titles. Xavier Woods by the New Day hooks the arm and the leg. That was a great cover there.
Yes.
Again, targeting the back of the neck of Eric. Great strategy by
superb, tightly hooked. There's a lot left in the tank of Eric thus far, and Ivar on the outside, desperate to get himself. Although that neck of his is surely taking a ton of abuse in there.
And
mocking it a tribute.
Mocking one of the greatest of all time, Ric Flair. Seemed like it. Chopped by Woods.
Well, this is why New Day are such specialists. They've completed.
Eric trying to fight back. Desperation time now for Eric.
Eric got him on the wrong side of the tracks, and now they're
throwing one out of the book of the great Hardy Boys, but Eric catch
up in the hammer.
Well, now they're going to steal. This Kofi Kingston in midair and drops him right onto the back.
It was only a matter of time before the War Raiders were able to gain their breath.
Of Xavier Woods.
I mean, the New Day were taking their sweet-ass time there. And Ivar's looking to get into the match.
A little bit of arrogance.
And here comes Ivar.
An error.
Ivar, the 300.
Kicking in for the New Day. Starting to showboat too much.
Plus counter with a big Kingston. Mentioned Kofi's record, but he did win the world title here. Kofi Mania, of course, not stellar at Wrestlemania. There's the crossbody. It's a number of years ago.
And just a 330-pound weapon.
Oh, sit down, Kofi. Goes splat.
Cartwheel.
How impressive is Ivar when he gets a feel?
And down goes Woods.
Never, ever possess.
Now he's calling
arsenal of moves. A guy that big shouldn't.
For war in Vegas.
Back to his feet. Lifting Kofi up. Kofi feet is Kofi Kingston. Ivar now. Ooh. Get out of it with a kick right to the face.
Big heel.
Referee Eddie Orengo.
Always has a great fade and the chin there by Kofi. Perfect. He plays great eye on the call.
And big Mets fan, that's one today. Here's the double team. Take out both members of the New Day.
Well,
watch this.
Try to double team and Ivar
really has to do this on his own with Eric down and.
Now what's he thinking?
It's got to be scary.
Seemingly out. I would not put it past the big man.
Sight Pat. Can you imagine? 300-plus pounder heading up
in a bad spot to be staring at those cheeks, knowing something bad's coming.
And the top rope now, and Xavier Woods going to meet him there. Roll by Woods.
Just a beat too long. Skyward.
That's the thing about the New Day.
For Eric, Ivar as he was going.
They might be down, but they're never out. Always on time.
Ivar, who had a neck injury as well. Eric, though, going to. Whoa! Pick right. Can't focus in on out of midair.
I'll meet you halfway, Eric says.
Nice counter by Kofi. Trouble in paradise. Xavier Woods knocked out of the ring. Went for a full Nelson.
Completely cleaning the clock of Eric.
To turn his attention to Ivar now. Kofi catches him with a kick right.
Cleaning out the ring, and now it's one-on-one.
As to the face, Kofi Kingston now going up to the top rope, going to fly. Spinning heel kick by Ivar.
How the hell did he get his knee?
Ivar able to duck underneath. Kofi rolls through. Big!
Up that high. Right on time, Kofi.
For a second bite of the cherry. We've seen this before from the
face. Eats Ivar's knees.
Now going big man. Utter devastation ahead.
A doom cover from the top rope. There's the big limit break. A song may have broken the legs of Kofi. Elbow by Woods.
Perfect timing from Xavier.
What a sequence.
I thought the top ropes broke.
Cover. Almost had him, and Ivar had to kick out.
Check out Ivar here on the top. Just about made it through. Bro barely gets over. I think he slipped on the top rope. Just that transition into a pin gave Xavier Woods just
Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, over 60,000.
enough time to bust that thing wide open.
Just an incredible scene. It was in here, first night of a two-night Wrestlemania. War Raiders against the New Day.
War Raiders defending their
Saturday. This is for the World Tag Titles. Their
titles in a brawl here to start this.
Xavier Woods, you're never going to win that one. The last guy you want to be slugging it out with is Big Eric. If you're
Eric pumped up. Oh, kick right in the midsection by Woods. King of the Ring. Looks for the honor. Again. Eric now finally gets the full Nelson in and a knee. Oh, and listen to that kick. He right to the back of the head.
He screams in his face as well.
I don't know.
He wants more. The War want more.
They put him through. Eric's lost his damn mind. When did he go for a cover there?
A great point. I mean,
so much abuse have the New Day. Now it's punishment time.
Oh, and from behind.
Eric just lost his mind there temporarily.
Hi, Kofi Kingston saving Xavier Woods.
Taken over by Rage, but it might be academic
now. Double team now, looking for the caused Ivar to lose his balance. He landed on the War Machine, and look at this, Kofi Kingston, back of his neck.
And it was all behind the referee's back, nicely.
Tag made now, Xavier Woods is now the legal man. Frequent tags by New Day.
Done by the New Day. The fix may well be in here.
With a super genius play.
Remember the bad neck is some daylight. Bell from the top rope, Woods with cover by Woods, hook of the leg, Kofi Kingston with the team title.
Here are your winners.
And the New Day win a 12th tag.
And new is the New Day World Tag Team Champions.
You know, Wade, to be honest, that was highway robbery. And
like they stole something. Kofi certainly assisted with
the reason the New Day are running out of Las Vegas.
Rock a pin, but what a win for the
Racing New Day, but this flying bullhammer to the jaw.
New Day.
Re-energized, reinvigorated by Eric as the War Raiders everything and kick on ticking, and this it has went on the war path, but hats off to the New Day. They is where Big Eric lost the plot completely. The War Raiders went to finish the job, but close to out cold, and instead of going for that pin, too crafty was Kingston on the outside. One daylight jettisoning Big E was the right thing to do. Like later, and this is proof positive that for the New Day.
I don't know about any of that, but you obviously the GOAT conversation should grow louder. We saw Kofi get the assist from the outside, and now the New Day in the tag team world.
The New Day to establish this new image they have. Well, this new image. Wade, you said it earlier how important this match was. Image has led them to become the brand new world tag champs.
April. WWE comes to Clash. Play now. Clash-a-mania. Clash of Clans. Play
Eat a Snickers. Yeet.
Hi, Great Jay. The Snickers line.
Got some yeet.
Okay, Jay, there's no yeet. One more, but no yeet.
Yeet.
No yeet, just...
Đã bốc một rồi, làm gì đây?
This match by the great Ray Phoenix. And both these men's WrestleMania debuts was a score to settle with El Grande Americano. Next.
Born in the heart of Mexico and forged in the fire of tradition, the art of warriors and the masked heroes have captivated Lucha Libre is more than a spectacle. High-flying generations. It is a legacy rooted in unbreakable spirit. In Lucha Libre, the honor, passion, and an ombre mask is sacred. A warrior's soul, Wokador's mask, may conceal their identity and into every stitch. The Lucha, but their undeniable connection can craft a legacy that this time honored tradition carries forward, but their echoes throughout eternity. Today, there is one star that shines brighter than all the rest. An icon. A Hall of Fame. He is a champion. He is the evolution. Evolución es un misterio. He is Lucha Libre. And we all know that. La is.
El Grande Americano.
It's a pleasure to be back. I was on my way to being a freaking hero. After being blackballed for many years, if for these people, just for the whole Lucha Libre community to need, you blackball me? Nobody blackballs to rise up against me. So after all, El Grande Americano, I blackball you.
Hurricanrana! What the hell is that? Down goes Ray! And the security dragging this luchador out here.
That was Jackie Ray.
Wrong. Doesn't that say American made?
That was El Grande Americano.
You.
What I'm telling you, Kathy, is security here. If
You're trying to tell me that the man who was out there wearing a lucha mask, that was
clearly pathetic.
You're a real Jackie. Dr. Snow, really?
Greatest
Let him talk to me like that?
luchador of all time? Are you kidding me? Just a cheap knockoff of El Grande Americano. Rey Mysterio and his little pals. They are...
Hey, is that a piece of metal?
It was a...
Oh no, headbutt to Ray!
full towel, obviously. But of course Rey couldn't help himself.
With a loaded mask!
Rey Mysterio thought he could insult the legacy of the El Grande Americano. Now he finds himself, doesn't matter who stands up in his place, not even if you're too weak to compete at Wrestlemania. And his name is Rey Fenix. Tonight the true identity of Lucha Libre will be revealed. WrestleMania. Rey Fenix takes on El Grande Americano.
Oh, goodness.
This is who I think it is.
Yeah, chat game.
Nope. Nope. Shoot. Try again. Mariachi band. Brother.
Poor people forced to wear the El Grande Americano mask.
El Grande Americano has been great since he debuted on Monday Night Raw.
The following contest producing first from the dawn of is scheduled for one fall into America. Weighing Grande Americano at 202 pounds.
Well, apparently Alicia didn't get the memo. He's on your show.
That's right, it was an accounting logistical thing.
He actually now hails from the Gulf of Mexico. And Pat, you explained that.
Whenever he was born, Gulf of Mexico.
You guys do realize.
You see.
Nonetheless, you can't spell Luchad or.
Yeah, and that or could be the
Luchador without Chad, right?
Fact that you are wrong. And this is El Grande.
Ups now, Michael Cole. What I haven't had you do,
Americano.
I've heard you banging on about this for weeks, is to play one single solitary shred of about the real identity of this man.
A lot of people have that tattoo on their
evidence to back up these outlandish claims.
They're back. I thought about doing it just last week.
How about that Chad does this on a normal basis?
No, maybe he drew a little.
Hi, Chad. Hey,
Chad. Proof again.
Chad, what's up?
Said hola in response again.
What a moment for us right now.
His opponent from Ecatepec and Mexico, weighing in at Ray Phoenix, 182 pounds.
It's an honor to be here for Ray Phoenix's.
Yep. Of course, replacing Rey Mysterio because of the injury on Friday
night last night on SmackDown, initially throwing Chad Gable.
Night SmackDown.
Ray Phoenix had a hell of all people out of the Andre the Giant Memorial crowd. El Grande Americano appeared. Battle Royal now later on in the match out of the crowd and eliminated Ray Phoenix from the match. So the
major announcement was made earlier today.
Real beef between these two.
Today on the Countdown Show has something to do with Triple A champion. And the reason this guest here tonight, Vikingo, he is a former. Bring that up is because the WWE has acquired Triple A. We'll talk more about that. The Lucha Libre organization known as after this matchup. Also, look who's here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, UFC CEO Dana. I'm in a man who's a part of the TKO group. White enjoying the night with us here at this brain on that man. The WWE. Big business. Who has guided UFC to new heights. At 41. Ray Phoenix. And tonight, taking in WrestleMania, debuting at WrestleMania. What a dream.
Otto, who runs into a big kick.
Get this.
Whoa.
Hold on.
That's not wise by El Grande Americano.
By Kingo thrown out of here.
Why? El Grande Americano.
Kingo have an old rivalry.
I guarantee you they don't. Chad Gable got in his face.
We don't know if El Grande Americano and Viking.
No idea who he is. And there's Ray Phoenix. Spectacular Phoenix. Look at
Gable. And this referee is just allowing that to take place.
For the win and a kick out.
That's El Grande Americano. That's not Chad.
Ray Phoenix should be disqualified.
I have no idea what you're even talking about. What?
Not sure.
The match didn't even start, Wade.
Pre-match disqualification.
Learn everything I know from you, Michael Cole.
Insanely talented.
Yeah, you've had the opportunity to see him on SmackDown the last
Ray Phoenix, obviously, in
few weeks. What a talent, huh?
Absolutely blown minds. Look to his brother over on Raw, who has been equally incredible. He had a lot of pressure on his shoulders, trying to follow in the footsteps of Incredible, but Ray Phoenix was absolutely. He's here at WrestleMania already.
Yeah, Penta's in action tomorrow night. Fatal.
Outstanding week 1, week 2, week 3, and now of all places,
4-way for the Intercontinental title. El Grande America.
Seems to be a theme in the locker room that all of the
Luchador Ray Phoenix WrestleMania debuts here tonight.
Luchadors are dead set against El Grande Americano.
El Grande Americano and a kick out.
Wherever El Grande Americano.
What a move by Phoenix. The Hurricane Rana cover now to defeat
It was before the WWE. He had to be doing so much damage for all
The replica Lucha Mass anymore. They all want an El Grande Americano.
These people hate him as much as they do.
Well, they're angry with him because no one's buying their one.
Not quite sure who that is, but nonetheless.
Ray Phoenix. That's just standard operating procedure.
I'm also now top rope. What balance missile drop kick.
Phoenix.
Being told that you've been spreading some propaganda too, Pat. Top rope now.
Ray Phoenix may have hurt himself in the process there. That was an ugly
and there's a big cross body.
Landing, connecting perhaps with the head. And he has the hardest head in the locker room, allegedly. Of El Grande Americano.
Apparently it is the Gulf of America. Top rope. Look at this. Phoenix up over the top. El Grande Americano.
Okay.
And here now, off the Tano. Look at the power into the
Reverse
impressive Chad Gable right there too.
You just tell
German.
Just such
very Chad Gable white.
By the way that he operates. Vet in that ring, under that mask.
Of course he is. He's a 2000.
Tell by the way that he operates that he is a seasoned
2012 U.S. Olympian.
Different guy, Michael. Of which I can't comment. I'm not familiar.
Me neither. I
Cole. Unless you're talking about the Mexican Olympian team.
Have to do more research, which we should do for the next PLE weight.
What a move! Covered kick out.
El Grande Americano.
Let's get on Wikipedia.
Oh, goodness!
Smooth with it.
Yeah, El Grande is learning the skills of Lucha Libre in such a short amount of time. Been extremely impressive.
And the Spanish language. Every single time we see him, it's a new word.
Illustrious career south of the border in Mexico, Michael Cole.
Whatever.
In short amount of time, this man has a long and illustrious.
Whatever's down that alleyway in that box when Chad Gable arm drag takedown by Phoenix.
I'll tell you what's been impressive about.
Got there. It taught him a lot in a short period of time. Nice.
Ray Phoenix, as we are literally scratching the surface on WWE, we see something new we haven't seen before. This guy's offense, every time he's out here in WWE. Last night it was the Meteora.
So creative, literally creative with his body, the amount of attacks that can come.
And he's held so many Triple H as well. Ray Phoenix. Championships over the years. One-time Lucha Underground champ. Oh man, just tremendous skill and balance.
Pick himself in and then build up momentum with a delay shot. A little bit of
kick to El Grande Americano.
Just so easily kept a hezzy and takes out Americano.
I think you nailed it, Cole. It really is.
Oh! What a Chad Gable.
It's the balance of Phoenix that we've never seen the likes of which before.
Gable-like throw by El Grande Americano.
Lucha repertoire, and you perhaps become unbeatable. Take the best of Chad Gable, add it to your own unbeatable.
I think El Grande Americano's used other people's.
It's an impressive physique.
Bag as well, not just Chad Gable. They do have a similar physique. El Grande
One of the best on the roster.
Well, so do I in Grimace, and it doesn't mean.
What? What's that?
And I'm Grimace. And now top rope, here comes. Oh! Absolutely incredible highlight.
Back.
I can't even do the math on the
real line kick out by Phoenix.
Got a 5-4.
This, well, that's 180. That's 450. I think 450.
Whatever it was.
360. I think a backwards 450 anyway.
There's nothing. Grande Americano. Slowing down that backer head, using it as a weapon. His athleticism on display.
Now listen, if he was a real luchador,
you're the one who's been demanding El Grande Americano.
He would respect the tradition of other luchador masks.
Removes his mask.
Because he's not a luchador, you idiot. He's Chad Ghost Gable.
Fire driver connected.
Gable.
Oh, okay.
And now Phoenix, look at this. Down. And a kick out. That black fire driver by Ray Phoenix.
El Grande Americano is a little dirty.
Phoenix almost put El Grande Americano away.
No, he's not scared to dance with the line of should you do that or should you not do that.
Oh, and a great move by El Grande Americano.
That. He's been very, very open about that.
Total on the top rope, trying for that. Goodbye.
Deep down in his tights, and there is that metal plate.
Amigo, but
wait, look at this. El Grande Americano has been using and the official have no idea that there's a metal plate on the...
Goes from a 4-head to a 5-head quick.
Well, Ray Phoenix max now of a Grande Americano.
Analyzed.
You obviously have been watching Raw. Do your homework.
We don't know it's metal, Michael Cole. It's not been molecular.
Uh-oh, Phoenix now. Roll through.
On with the 4-head. Says it doesn't matter if I attack him first.
Top rope. Phoenix takes down El Grande.
Phoenix might know about what's going on.
By Phoenix.
Wow!
Goodbye, amigo!
Oh, Phoenix hit hard. They have sprained his ankle.
Or broke his foot off the metal.
Wait a minute. Phoenix may have sprained his ankle when he came up the top rope.
Plate.
Oh, yes. Perhaps that is the great point of El Grande Americano. I believe he kicked the metal plate. When he kicked the face, he may have a broken foot.
I think he just twisted his ankle on the top rope.
Ankle lock.
Ken Shamrock, Kurt Angle, El Grande.
I thought that initially, and now
yes.
the Chad Gable ankle.
Grande Americano ankle lock.
Got all the talk of Ray Phoenix just give up on that small joint on the left boot. Live to fight another day.
Right back to the center of the ring. Ray lock is in. Roll through, shoulders down for the victory. Phoenix trying to hang on in his WrestleMania debut tonight. And El Grande kicked out.
Was he able to lock in as much with that?
The metal plate. Phoenix could be out cold.
Like foot or ankle.
Phoenix off the top rope. Headbutt.
With Zidane Zudane, he waited for him and headbutted him right in.
Don't make it look good before you go for the pin. It's
in the face.
Well, count to 300, but why WrestleMania? Highlight real moment.
Mask. El Grande Americano wins.
Upcoming.
And the flying headbutt with a low his WrestleMania debut.
Grande America! Here is your winner!
You need instant replay.
And El Grande Americano certainly benefited. Yeah, a lot of things happened there that the ref didn't pick up. From having steel on his forehead. But congrats on you, El Grande Americano. Your WrestleMania debut dub.
This is the moment. Ray Phoenix thought he was gone.
He's a talent.
For goodbye, amigo. The first time around, questionable object that was inserted. Nice move there from El Grande Americano, and then into the mask of El Grande Americano. Metal plate perhaps catching the been pivotal here with this boot of McAfee. Nailed it.
Oh my God, perhaps.
Ray Phoenix. Carcass of Ray Phoenix in this bit. And then followed up with this headbutt out of mid-air. It was just for the flash photography. Airborne victory to El Grande Americano. Major win here. But a precision strike giving at WrestleMania for this newcomer.
Well, that match brought to you by Xfinity. Stream all the WWE action up. The El Grande Americano debut at WrestleMania was you love with Wi-Fi built for the biggest moments. Xfinity, the Wi-Fi.
Grandest stage of them all there for El Grande Americano, and
Wi-Fi is booming.
Great luchador win on the Wi-Fi is booming, and so is El Grande Americano's career.
Play checking on his longtime friend Ray Phoenix. Yeah, that's Vikingo again. Triple
Vikingo who took a real cheap shot at El Grande for Ray Phoenix. Americano pre-match, it did not prove helpful. He may need major medical attention by the looks of things.
What a win for El Grande Americano. Vikingo, thank you for coming out and looking after Ray Phoenix.
Welcome back. It's time for the Miz, are you ready?
Born ready.
Define the following term. Lightning round, presented by Snickers. The topic is wrestlers. Squared circle.
Mathematically impossible. Next.
Suplex.
I don't like soup.
Hurricane Rana.
Đã bốc một rồi, làm gì đây?
His technique and Jeremy face championship against the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu in a match that pits face the megastar L.A. Knight defends the United States Swagger against Savagery next. First, let's take a look at the history of countless beatdowns that brought us here.
One of the biggest night.
I just need to cook for a minute.
Stars in this entire industry. L.
Style like mine. You won't see this in the highlights. They say legends never die, right? You ain't never seen this. I'm a product of the never-ending grind. I'm a fucking so why you fighting for the limelight? Predator in his prime, right? Far above any hate you ain't should have told you. This is my time.
Let me talk to
Scale for the megastar. Fan support just breaks the where he goes, we get major ovations.
You will call me United States champ. Call me what you want, but sooner or later, you... Because I made it that way. With them for...
You in the presence of a legend.
But it's saying... Is gunning for this thing. It doesn't matter if it's open. Everybody look challenges, world-class athletes, all because I won't let you. And that's the way it's got to be because I, but no. Nobody comes out with this. I made it that way.
All disturbed,
Violent, vicious,
reckless, and
unpredictable, chaotic,
absolutely unhinged.
werewolf on the loose. God help us all. There's a
Jacob Fatu was blessed with all of the physical gifts a human
I'm on gas, no brakes with it.
being could ever want, but none of the morality.
If you ain't know whoever get in my way, I'm a dog walk that ass.
How do you stop Jacob Fatu? The guy's like the undead. He just keeps coming forward no matter what you throw at him.
What y'all thought I'm getting started? Crazy, huh? I'm just
Fatu is no longer satisfied in playing a loyal
home to the family. With you or
soldier to anyone.
that U.S. title, I'm without you. You know what I mean? I understand that this thing makes me... no, cut that. A marked man. But understand something, the SmackDown with the chip or not. But at the end of the day, I've been a marked man from the day I walked in. Today, Wrestlemania, it's the same song. And LA Knight, come on with it. Still, United States champion. Hell, I'm America's most hell, or I will beat your ass down. Boy, hell, I'm a menace to society. I'm off the leash now.
Oh no. A taste of what's to come.
I'm on gas, no brakes down. I see things. That U.S. title is coming to me. The way.
The following for the United States contest scheduled for one fall is Championship. Introducing Meadow, California, weighing in at 2first, the challenger from Sacramento, 291 pounds, Wolf Jacob Fox, the Samoan Where-2.
The question is, the footsteps of his family member, can Jacob Fatu follow Jey Uso, who earlier tonight won the World Heavyweight Championship in WWE. Talk about Fatu seeking his first singles title here. Unpredictable.
Well, Jacob Fatu does not. U2 is obsessed with winning gold for him. Jey Uso as a family member. Jacob Fatu, his family, and ushering in a new era own image.
Jacob can say whatever he wants, but it's true.
I know that
Of Samoan dominance built in his
family is obviously very successful in this. I'm talking about the entire damn business, not just his fan business. But whenever I say this guy might be the next one.
This United States title match is brought to you by Wheatley, and it's 10 times distilled because cutting corners is the American vodka. Wheatley is the undisputed champ of smooth and American. Tonight they celebrate the superstars aiming to achieve with Wheatley, the official vodka of WWE, their own American dream. Grab an American Mule today. Please enjoy responsibly. They're just teasing us.
All right, Steve Weiser.
Wait.
We'll get that through, don't you worry.
Little out. All right, and Jacob. Fuck. This dude's a dog.
You'll notice that nobody in the audience
Fight for a U.S. title.
is booing Jacob Fatu. They simply don't care. The soul that resides behind them, and you understand. And look into those eyes, and the pity will stand exactly why. Bite your tongues, or he'll bite them for you.
Be with the chauffeur driver.
Never in a million
Looks like you, Mac.
years. But LA Knight's arriving. They said that was too live in style. And too loud. It overheated. Max erotic.
Megastar entrance in the Maserati.
Capacity of heat of LA Knight and the Maserati.
Which may well in part be due to the fact that Knight competed down and that body took a hell of a lot of punishment twice last night on Smack. Or perhaps he needed a little assistance getting down to so close to this match. The ring this evening. Question the smarts of competing.
His opponent from Los Angeles, 240 pounds. He is the United California, weighing in for 200 States Champion. In Hell Hey Night.
The WWE are proud to be joined tonight by Senior Master Sergeant, Wheatley American Vodka, and Michael Donut from the USO, and Creech Air Force Base here, Sergeant Donut, and all retired and active members of the Nevada. Wheatley, raise a glass to Senior Master U.S. Military for your service. The entrances really tell a story, Wade.
What a hero, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Of the contrasting styles of the two men.
Got this place on their feet, and you like Bob Dylan, right?
In this match.
Well, LA Knight got...
Exactly.
Well, my loins, they are a-tingling. And tonight, LA Knight wants to deliver a win. That was the famous Bob Dylan hit back in the 60s, major hit of his own.
It's actually the times they are changing.
That's not close.
LA Knight for the United States Championship. Dozens.
Oh, I heard.
I get your point. Fatu of WWE Hall of Famers have held the gold over the years. Speech last night, the great Harley Race. And tonight, of course, the very first was mentioned by Triple H in his Hall of Fame. LA Knight looks to retain. Jacob Fatu looks to win.
Jacob Fatu's not scared to fight you post to post, coast to coast.
His first ever singles title in WWE.
He is everything that you would want.
Last month, LA Knight would knock off Shinsuke Nakamura.
And a champion here at the WWE.
Last night, LA, I said some more. Oh, look at that. Nice neck.
Knight trying to end things quick. I think he took a hell of a beating.
And now Knight looking into the eyes. Went for the BFT, and Fatu counters of a werewolf.
The game plan of who had very different ideas, and there is fear now in the LA Knight was perfect until Jacob Fatu to the megastar.
You know, Wade, I was going to ask you, strategy for
Then you can at the guy and hope whatever body weaknesses you have.
LA Knight against this crazy guy.
Throw everything. Not
pop up Samoan!
Too late.
That's because of the beatdown last night.
Oh, that spine of LA, the ribs of LA Knight. Look how badly he had to grab them there. Knight, especially the entire midsection, 2 matches. Insanity. I love the megastar, but sometimes he 24 hours before this defense is completely delusional with that confidence, and he's
just a crazy individual. This guy has done stints in prison.
Going to pay the price here.
Jacob Fatu is just when he got out the last time, he said he was going to change his life around just to get an opportunity to try to do this. Slept on a mattress in an abandoned home for a number. Get involved in combat sports. And he's trying to make the most.
You live that kind of lifestyle, it's going to give you an insatiable hunt of it.
Had to learn a lot of lessons on his road to right now.
That is the scariest part of Jacob.
Harm's way.
Mentally, he's ready. Physically, he's ready. His
Fatu.
He went for the sunset flip, and LA Knight moves out of
night to night where he gets gold, or is LA Knight
turn it into a
that frenzy of energy that
cross body lateral press kick out at 2.
Took over this stadium when the megastar arrived.
Now a lot less boom.
This is completely been neutralized now.
Yeah, for Maserati.
Jacobs Wrestlemania debut. Couple of important points, and he beat Braun Strowman in a last man stand here, Wade. He's never been pinned or forced to submit in WWE. Match to earn this opportunity tonight.
Yeah, it was a match that it was a match that Braun Strowman has made his own. The whole world thought Braun Strowman was simply unbeatable for the past 10 years. Enter Jacob Fatu to anything we've seen before.
I mean, he's an uber athlete. He's got a killer in.
Rip up the record books. This guy is completely different.
Doesn't give a damn about anybody.
Size.
By LA Knight. Go to the knee, take out Fatu. LA Knight now with a basement.
In his proportion. Make him very tough to stop.
And smart move, drop kick. Drives Fatu outside the ring. Fatu right between the announce tables.
It was an ugly landing.
Fatu, no stranger to the outside of the ring.
And LA Knight now drives Fatu.
LA Knight may well have jobbed those ribs once again.
Got about 3% body fat. The amount of work and discipline this man has.
Caught the rope on the way through.
Look at LA Knight. He has to the craft of being our champion. It's certainly admirable, but
Fatu delivered it. Trying to win the United States champion.
He's in a dogfight with a
look at that power slam. Caught Knight in mid-ship. Hooks the leg now and a kick out.
Terrifies and captivates in equal measure. Jacob Fatu just has that intangible quality that measures. A natural-born fear to pull off moves like that in the blink of an eye.
I like that, Wade. Fear
factor for the entire locker room due to his ability.
Factor.
I mean, he
accomplish any move he wants to beat your ass, but then he can also ground and pound you out of here.
Just a scramble for survival.
LA Knight, though, no stranger.
You get the sense the game plan of LA Knight is gone, and now it's
just
pop-up Samoan. Tried it again, this time Knight. Oh, LA Knight, nice arm drag.
What a move.
Been able to counter. Went to the well once too often. Well, maybe not.
By LA Knight.
How much is left in this tank of...
But he's getting a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, but Wade, you're a 5-time Intercontinental.
He simply can't follow it up.
He can't follow it up.
Little champion. That's what being a champ's all about, right? Digging down when you have
the problem is, can you dig as deep as Jacob?
Have to.
Ability to dig deep when it matters. Fatu,
that could be the opening.
Maybe yes.
Yeah, Fatu went face first, and Knight starting the attack on Fatu.
That's our U.S. champ.
Off the steel post, and now LA Knight with some body shots, kicked out of the midsection.
And from looking sluggish to looking like a
LA Knight into the corner with a running knee.
Perpetual motion machine once again.
A lot of yeah.
Now on the other side, and
as in Las Vegas,
shoulder to the post. LA Knight starting to put the beating on Jacob Fatu. Knight with an opportunity.
LA Knight knew he was in for a
Knight now turns him inside out LA Knight.
He was ready for it. Now he's going to the sky.
Elbow cover for his retention in Vegas and a kick out. Yeah. Top rope by Knight, takes down Fatu. Big at it too.
Well, how clever was that of LA Knight, who was supposed to be lying flat on his back like most of them, adapting mid-air. Clearly Jacob Fatu gets up to his feet, but Knight still won't keep Jacob Fatu down for long and back. Again on the connects with that elbow. Just goes to show you simply can't the offense.
LA Knight just threw his absolute best
Beyond human ability to regenerate in record
shot at Fatu.
Fatu just has this big time.
It's one of those lessons we talked about.
And Knight knows Fatu well. Great defense there.
Earlier, toughness, grit.
And LA Knight, he knew it was coming. And again,
great defense, but how do you follow it up when you've had the stuff it broke LA Knight?
That's what he's trying to do here. Trying to hook Fatu.
Knocked out of you, and your ribs are on fire. Go for
who's hung up on the top rope. Big elbow drops Knight.
Oh.
Incredible athleticism. And he turns it around. LA Knight now. Fatu face first. Knight for the win. What a move by Senior official Charles Robinson was right. LA Knight. Fatu kicks it 2.5. There with the call.
Incredible athleticism that really should have been enough. But Fatu wasn't balanced, and raw power from the megastar once again equal to it.
And LA Knight at this stage of the match.
That Kavorka that's thick in the air here in Las Vegas.
Being able to jump all the way up to the top rope.
Vegas.
For the BFT, the blunt force trauma. Fatu follows it up with a come on up.
Looking fresh as a daisy once again.
Super kick. Drops side of the corner. LA is in trouble. Back
is Fatu.
And again.
Eating Fatu for
and
dinner.
Late great Umaga. Shades of Rikishi. The nephew of both men is Jacob now. Heads out to the apron. Fatu. Top Swanton. For the heading up to the top rope. Jacob Fatu from the United States Championship. Cover by Fatu. Kick title.
2.99 after Jacob.
Out by Knight at 2. What a matchup for the United States.
Fatu did the unthinkable with a shot or put the megastar away, but the megastar, beautiful maneuver, that swanton from the top that really just grows into the brightest of spotlight.
I don't know how the hell that is.
And it gets no brighter than Wrestlemania.
Knight still fighting.
First singles 2. LA Knight with much more a championship match in WWE for Fatu experience when it comes to that at this level.
Fatu just throwing heads at LA Knight as absolutely. Jacob crowd's coming alive here.
Jacob Fatu.
Split crowd.
Captivated by and his insane abilities.
Top rope, BFT on the attempted moonsault, and Jacob moonsault caught him with a BFT. LA Knight with a Fatu stays alive. Holy hell, 2 out of midair in a moonsault. LA Knight picked up with a BFT, one of the biggest BFTs of his
believable to unfortunate in the space of
career.
From under 3 seconds, a perfectly executed just landed so badly for LA Knight. Disputed BFT against a flying opponent.
Jacob Fatu in the sky.
That may have been Eddie back.
Fatu is hurting in a big way here, unsurprised.
LA Knight's last hurrah, or was it? Well, Knight still fighting
after that BFT.
Kick, LA Knight ribs. Now Fatu right to the small of the back, the ribs again.
First on the top buckle.
And then wearing down the champion.
Who would think of hitting a senton?
Oh, there's a Samoan drop from the top.
In that position.
So Jacob Fatu, obviously.
Every move so powerful and devastating.
Fatu, top 2's not done yet. Jacob's gonna go up top again. Rope moonsault connects. Fatu with another moonsault. Covered by Fatu, United States champion. Jacob Fatu is
the winner and new being the Samoan Werewolf United States.
Haku. Here to celebrate the legendary singles goal of his career as Jacob Fatu wins the first in WWE.
First of many, we all assume. Appreciate your first ever.
I mean, it's
title, Jacob Fatu.
It was an incredible match, Wade.
Well, both men showing A+. They have done the incredible putting away Fatu's athleticism. This was the moment it looked like the megastar, but this man just bounces back time and time again. The ultimate savage in this industry. And that is just a work of art from an LA Knight was giving it everything he got, but when you have with a BFT connected out of nowhere and foot this kind of punishment, although that was a moment fortuitously for Fatu, he just landed in the right spot.
Including pop-up moonsaults off the top rope.
Grab the ropes up.
Everything Fatu does is impressive. He hit 3 of them on LA Knight. United States champion at and that was all he needed to become our Wrestlemania 41.
Ladies and gentlemen, family bloodline. Jacob Fatu, and what an incredible night for the Ottawa Eagles, now the United States champion. Better beware of the werewolf. SmackDown.
Wheatley American spirit. People who never just mail it in. Vodka is for hardworking people with true.
Oh, a thing of beauty!
People who, men and women who know how to get the job, rise to the occasion.
Here we go!
Job done.
From the top! Oh!
Truly American.
So good,
When the day is over, nothing's better than celebrating with something.
Is coming back to New Orleans. Finally, WrestleMania 42, live from the Superdome.
Made of ice, back to back, shoot, dog, I'm nothing they like.
WWE fans, start playing Fatal Fury. City of Wolves on Monday, April 21st, 3 days before access. While you're there, join the mailing list for your chance to launch. Scan the QR code and pre-order now for early win an exclusive WWE giveaway. Scan while the WWE returns to Fontainebleau, Las Vegas. Now, with The Undertaker, one Dead Man show tonight, Hinchcliffe and Friends tomorrow. And NXT this Tuesday, the Roast of Wrestlemania, featuring Tony, April 22nd. Tickets on sale now via Ticketmaster. What a WrestleMania Saturday this has been, Master. So far, presented by Snickers. K25, WrestleMania sale is here. WWE 2K20 Snickers, satisfied. And by WWE 2K5, it's 20% off on all platforms today, bringing you the unique case, the Bloodline Dynasty, plus intergender battles and opportunity to rewrite Bloodline, Family, and 2K. Show more game-changing updates. Save is made by Rey Mysterio. He is not medically cleared to compete tonight because of today. Well, in the Countdown show earlier today, the announcement with an injury suffered on Friday Night SmackDown last night. But he against the Queen, Charlotte Flair, coming up next, that lead up to this highly anticipated contest. For now, let's look at the battle between elegance and entitlement.
Perfection comes easy. when you're Tiffany Strut. Wait. I look so hungry, but I am the center of the universe. Everything goes my way. So good. Tap on my face, choke on the fame and hope it gets you high. Soak on my diamond blood.
It is Tiffany time! Miss Money in the bank! Tiffany's gonna cash in! Tiffany time! Time is now!
Ever since I won this title, everybody's just been so obsessed with me.
I am wrestling's that no one can touch. Obsession. I have crafted a legacy.
Choke on the fame and hope it gets tap on my face, soak on my diamond blood. You high, sit in the front row. I become a notorious thief. Watch the princess die.
Look who's with us.
WWE star Charlotte Flair. And I'm back.
I want to. The WWE universe doesn't bow to you anymore. Talk about Charlotte Flair. They run on Tiffany time.
You're not that special. Newsflash.
You know that I'm the woman here to take your throne.
Diamonds are forever, and so is Charlotte Flair. No one compares to me.
It's Tiffy time!
Middle. And that's why you're the best analyst in the game.
I was hurting him. Wow. I was waiting. I couldn't figure it out.
Playbox, courtesy of Mattel. Entering in a custom Barbie is the WWE Women's Champion in Western.
Yeah, this is the Bob.
Someone who has took this company by
Bobby doll, built for success, a former 2NXT, completely dominated the Lance Team USA gymnast who brought those skills there and took that momentum, became Miss Cashed In successfully, and has looked at Money in the Bank in 2024, every inch, the absolute superstar of...
This is the Wrestlemania debut
for the women's division ever since.
Yeah, Pat, here's the problem, though. One, Tiffany Stratton, and she's going up against one of the...
He probably feels that her and the all-time greats have
all-time greats defending her championship.
Well, the same trait, and that's the fact that they have it, and there's people that don't. Tiffany Stratton has it. In all walks of life, there are people that just have it. And she's had it since the moment she showed up in this industry, this quickly. She's ready for the moment. There's no wonder she's been the champ.
And this championship match is brought to you doing better. You buy the better, where you can earn rewards for, maybe you could use that as an incentive, Wade.
Michael Cole, you've been trying 28 years to get better. I'm still waiting to see to be better.
Yeah,
be better.
How can you be better than perfect any signs of improvement?
Well, we are professionals.
Drink a lot.
In the bar, at least.
Booze bags. That is correct. You guys.
The pot.
And you don't? Come on.
Tiffy time and this.
The pub crawl in London with us.
All about a good celebration, as is woman. Icon. This.
Arriving in style. Entrance on the strip. A Rolls Royce for the Queen.
Aerial view of the Queen. Showing up.
Look at those seats.
Into the office. That she's comfortable with all eyes on Charlotte. A sold-out football stadium.
Charlotte Flair tonight hopes to win a championship. Record 15th world. A two-time Royal Rumble winner, including this. Charlotte Flair is this year, which allowed her to pick her opportunity. Charlotte Flair, however, hasn't held the title in 2 years, and to face Tiffany Stratton here at Wrestlemania. Wade, we talked about this earlier today. Charlotte missed the year of
MCL, torn meniscus.
Action with a knee injury.
Torn ACL, torn. Most people, that is a career ender. And at World Championships, you would understand if she decided that the career that Charlotte Flair has already had, 14 to hang him on. But Charlotte Flair is out to person. That is herself. And the competitor has beat her own record. She is in competition with one side. Charlotte Flair will never die.
Well, you know, this coming hit series, Stephanie's Places, her guest Wednesday on ESPN Plus. The hit with that woman, Charlotte Flair.
Magnificent, very well done by all parties.
Someone at this table.
Those Stephanie's Places have been magnificent.
Will be a guest of Stephanie's Places coming up.
Asked to have a chit-chat with a woman who is obviously in
for the next couple of weeks. One Pat McAfee.
Lucky to be influenced the entire world in which we are currently back at a WrestleMania in a title match. Operated. Great to see Charlotte Flair.
Always controversial. Just listen to that reaction from this audience, but always on.
That follows Charlotte Flair. It's a spotlight.
Contest scheduled for one fall is for the following for the WWE Women's Championship. Introducing first the Queen City, the challenger from and her opponent from Minneapolis, Minnesota, WWE Women's. She is
Listen.
Tiffany Stratton!
To this place.
The WWE, not just in WWE, but made her first match ever. The women's champion, Tiffany Stratton, had her first match less than 4 years ago. Tonight, she finds, if not the greatest women's wrestler of all time. Herself in the spotlight of Wrestlemania against one of the great.
Yeah, normally you'd say Tiffany Stratton has zero chance, but capacity for learning, developing, and growing. Stratton has showed over those 4 years an astounding capacity, and right now she is owning the middle of the ring.
Out of the game.
You question the fact that everything you've thrown at Stratton.
If you're Charlotte Flair, Wade, what do you do to take Tiffany
and so forth? Just simply hasn't worked. Now this one has gone straight into a street fight here.
Yeah, well, Doc,
off the rails several times over the previous few weeks.
And give into the personal animosity between these two women. The attack fighting the brawl outside the ring. And remember, Charlotte has to understand. Flair in the parking lot a couple of weeks ago. Tiffany and Charlotte now going to bring champion's advantage for Tiffany. A lot of followers. City delivery to chop to Charlotte, and as she turned to admire it, submission, the only way Charlotte can win the title on a chop, and Charlotte took advantage.
I promise you, these are the hardest shots in hell back here. No time to pace yourself. Hell, I have witnessed in some time. There is nothing big for leather. Throw some potatoes, as we call it in this game.
And hurt.
Tiffany into the corner.
There's a personal animosity here. A lot of things have been said.
Here's Charlotte now. Launches Tiffany out to the apron. Great battle belongs, Wade, in the early going of this match. Well, this is once by the champion. I think for Tiffany, she's got to show she...
What nobody has really seen from Charlotte Flair in the past drop. It's just sheer shock and awe. And the elegance has been dropped. The technique has been... and could not have been expecting that.
It feels like Charlotte has the mentality of, you think... Let me show you what it is and what it...
Current champ. Favorite of the WWE.
Has been.
Well, Tiffany may well be it. WWE fans.
It's Tiffany time all the time with the WWE.
Really going cover now by Tiffany, forcing Charlotte to kick out.
WWE Universe.
Oh, and, again, controlling Charlotte here in the... Wait, this is an important match for Tiffany. Forget the WrestleMania debut in Money in the Bank on one of her allies, Nia Jax. There's view and all that. Remember, she won the championship by cash. There's been a lot of criticism over whether or not Tiffany Stratton actually deserves she belongs.
Yeah, I agree with you. There is always a little asterisk
to be champion despite cashing in Money in the Bank. It's a big match to prove.
Risk next to anyone who wins their first championship. However, can you really do it one-on-one on the biggest fire Money in the Bank? Nothing wrong with it, of course. Perfectly legit of them all. And we're going to get an answer tonight. What
for it? And now she's champion. And now she's fighting at Wrestlemania
or another.
Everybody can complain all they want. She went WrestleMania against one of the GOATs.
Yeah,
I appreciate the
but it's about stacking the deck, and the deck is stacked.
Hire those who don't want to wait in line behind other people that aren't as great as them.
Your favor when you have the Money in the Bank briefcase and the comp you want. Now this is a very, very different proposition for that held within. You pick your moment whenever, anyway.
Yeah, and wait, the problem here is that Charlotte could her in. Charlotte was able to take advantage, and now the beatdown begins. In her veteran instinct, she drew Tiffany out of the ring. She sucked for Charlotte Flair.
Well, think of all the experience, all the... You look at what she's done in the past. You put together tape available to study Charlotte Flair, a game plan. Charlotte Flair knows you're going to do that. Fretful.
And you look at the match tonight with Charlotte Flair and what she's doing.
And she's come up with something completely different to anything you...
And how aggressive she is. You can watch as much tape as you want. Superstar. She's evolved in an in-ring competitor. And it's really not a Charlotte Flair over the years, Wade. But she's evolved. She's evolved. It's really hard to game plan for Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, you don't win 14 world evolving over the course of your career. Figuring out your championship, potentially a 15th tonight without... figuring out your opponent's weaknesses, and
Stephanie McCare is not going to take too kindly to that.
Exploiting them.
The NXT Women's Champion,
Stephanie McCare knows what she can do as she has a
bag it all in right now.
And I'll tell you right now, Charlotte Flair has a problem with it.
And Charlotte, again,
getting a lot of heat inside the locker room for being so dismissive. WWE umbrella, but when you have the kind of resume, Charlotte, of every single woman under that Flair has, she's absolutely right in dismissing all the
argument that could be made against that fact.
You might not like them.
She literally just said, I'm her. And there is not a single...
The personality, but statistically, the greatest woman right now.
World-class athleticism, obviously high rate
in the history of this industry, and she looks every inch that
IQ, born for the business, and a mindset to be...
And Charlotte now turning into a Boston Crab, center of the ring.
The greatest. She doesn't worry about making friends.
Charlotte really trying to lay it in here, and Tiffany now rolls through, hooks the leg, trying to pick up the win and a kick out. The champion in trouble. Remember, tap out gives the title to Charlotte out by Flair.
Well, Tiffany Stratton has been put through the ringer so far. There is fight in the champ still.
Yeah, dip underneath now by
Charlotte Flair was looking fresh as a daisy, but now
Charlotte with a got caught up top rope, and Stratton takes advantage. It was a neck breaker.
Yeah. Kind of adjusted, pulled an audible.
Nasty kick to the side of Charlotte Flair, and it really is these two.
And Tiffany now starting to build some momentum. There's that
physical, athletic similarities between
gymnastic background. Delivering to Charlotte, whips her across the ring.
By this athleticism coming back in the other direction.
Phenomenal athleticism.
It's Flair who's rattled. Normally, it's Flair's biggest asset, but it's neutralized tonight.
A nice spine buster by Stratton. Stacks up Charlotte
against Stratton.
So much balance, dexterity, and power.
Who has to kick out?
Tiffany Stratton is an absolute problem. Power, no problem. You pick you up and put. She can do it all. The desert real quick. Somehow Charlotte Flair
in this match, the way she reacts so quickly, it
kicks out.
Part of what's coming instinctively to Charlotte takes a beat for the less experienced Tiffany Stratton now that Flair has.
We are sold out tonight.
To ponder her next move, and that is really the advantage.
61,467. 2 titles, tag champs. Will Charlotte Flair follow suit in this? Some changed hands. Jey Uso, new world champ, New Day, New World match.
I mean, if it was a boxing match, it would be, but still swinging away is Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah,
10-8 to Charlotte Flair at this point.
I agree. Tiffany with Charlotte now. Up on her shoulders, rolling senton by top rope, moonsault, nobody home, rolls through.
Flair too quick.
Stratton.
Tiffany's resilience here is going to pay off.
And Tiffany
for that one, had it scouted. Tiffany
into the corner, out to the apron this time. It pays off for Charlotte, who
did well to adjust midair and not eat it.
Charlotte delivers the boot to Stratton.
Just using the ring to her advantage.
Deliver a basement drop kick. Quickly to the cover. To retain. Oh, nice.
Such a veteran.
Chip able to gain her championship in a kick out.
Yeah, perversely, the bigger she is becoming, perhaps shaking off some of the other beating that Tiffany Stratton is absorbing in this one. The belly nerves in this one from her first WrestleMania match, and now
maybe they're both starting to settle in here.
And I like this by Stratton.
Starting to move up the gears and take a little control back for a second.
Not getting too overzealous here. Regroup. Nerves do a weird thing to your body, Wade.
I think that can
think about what you're going to do next. Catch your breath.
Work against most athletes. Charlotte Flair, though, I believe you've got to work up.
Knees to the back. Tiffany now runs into him.
A little quicker than that, Tiffany.
Tiffany, big boot by Charlotte. Quickly, try to...
Everything that we've seen thus far, and at the end of the day, it could have been just a...
steal a title with a sudden impact and not able to do it.
A boot to the face from Charlotte Flair.
Rudy at times from Tiffany Stratton.
Thinkless.
It's just a little too much eye candy.
Đã bốc một rồi, làm gì đây? Rất vội vàng, rất nhanh. Vẫn tiếp tục lại như vậy.
The Global Entertainment Spectacular.
Take your time, get your life.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in 2025 WWE Chief Content Officer, WWE Hall of Fame, Triple H, inductee, Paul Trebek.
to welcome you to live. It is my distinct honor, Las Vegas. Time ever, right here, right where for the first time now, all of you are being live now, seen by the entire globe. Welcome to. So with that said, WrestleMania world.
Hello.
You are looking live at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Fans will be in attendance tonight as we welcome you. Nevada, over 60,000 WWE to the greatest event in entertainment. This is WrestleMania. And here it is from the virtual streets of Southtown. Fury City of the Wolves' latest fighter, Salvatore, all the way to WrestleMania. Introducing Fatal Ganacci, when not a playable character in the video game, South record producer. Salvatore is a world-renowned artist and...
Hell yeah, Salvatore.
Now we're kicking off the show.
All right.
Come on, Wade!
Wade!
What a moment!
Go ahead, needle into in Sin City!
The Raiderettes would be the first time the Las Vegas Raiders and the NFL are here.
And the Las Vegas Raiders, your stadium is immaculate. Thank you for the hospitality, Tom Brady. And this place is upside down early.
So, the biggest night of his career. Here he comes, Pat. Main event, Jey Uso, winner of the Royal Rumble. I'm just excited to be here.
We are beat Cole. What a time. Hold on, baby. It's WrestleMania. In this particular, for the rest of his life. When a documentary is made, WrestleMania will be one that Jey Uso will remember about the right-hand man. Tonight will be in it. All by himself. Or a night he gets this. Could it be the first time he's a world champion? Heartbroken by the ring general. Until then, what, Cole? A lot of eating here early. I think.
I'm sure it'll be a vast improvement from you two jumping.
Wade, you might have to call the whole show.
Quite happening out of the blocks at an 11. I will say, Max right now, Jey Uso seems remarkable in an entire stadium, yeeting to them remarkably restrained.
He's the only one that can restrain himself from. Yeeting over Vegas, baby.
Well, it's yeet, 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 yeet. It's all excitement for everyone else, but Jey Uso is the man that Gunther.
Oh, let's get to that in a moment.
The celebration has to now step in the ring with the ring general.
Because everybody's having fun. Even Rick Rubin is yeeting
like that. Big brain man from a lot of great.
The front row, Pat.
I like that. This being a banger through and through. How do you do, Ricky Root?
Hey, look at Jay, who is leading the Ultimate Fan Experience thanks to Slim Jim. Needle eating right next to our lucky Slim Jim sweepstakes winner. A little excitement, snap in to a Slim Jim. Oos, come on, Oos!
And baby, that was a WrestleMania.
Come on, India!
Come on, Blair!
Welcome to WrestleMania. Pat McAfee and I are here, and for the first...
We're a little subdued.
Ladies and gentlemen, time at the announce desk. It is WrestleMania debut. Wade.
Seen so much like that during the yeeting experience. I'm trying to pace.
Barrett, welcome, partner.
So pumped up for this. I know it might not have myself. This is a massive show with massive matches.
Announcers Marcelo Rodriguez and Jerry Soto doing some yeeting as well.
And I'm so honored to be a part of this process.
Hey, even the Spanish.
Aquí estamos en vivo. Así es, gracias a ustedes. Disfruten de Wrestle. Con nuestra mesa en WrestleMania para hacer historia nuevamente. WrestleMania. Oh, y entonces.
Well, the stars are out tonight. We'd like to welcome Turkey Al-Sheikh, Saudi Arabia. They welcome us into their country a couple of times a year. The chairman of the GEA from the Kingdom of Saudi. He's enjoying WrestleMania here tonight.
For coming, we're leading off. Welcome to the show, Turkey. Thank you for the biggest wagon in WWE. The 41. The Yeet Train starts WrestleMania.
Well, let's get down to business now, and Wade hit the nail on the head. All's in tonight, Wade. 0-6 in World Championship Fun and Games. We're over here in a couple of minutes for Jey Uso. He comes matches in his career, perhaps more importantly, 0-3.
No greater than right here at WrestleMania. Jay's been here.
When it comes to going one-on-one with Gunther.
Well, pressure is before. He's done it before, but he's done it in tag action where he's had the most lonely spot on planet Earth, knowing somebody to lean on. He stands alone, and it must be what is about to walk down this aisle.
He's not alone at all. I think all of Vegas is with him. You can see clearly, Wade.
Gunther marching his way to the ring. He has only been pinned by 2 Raw a number of years ago. One was Cody Rhodes. Since arriving on the scene on Monday Night, was back at Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia.
Seemingly has lost himself a little bit with Jey Uso.
Presented by Slim Jim. Get savage with American market back. Ladies and gentlemen, this match tonight is his favorite bold and spicy meat stick.
Oh yeah.
Also make that pin to a Slim Jim. In her WrestleMania debut tonight, to Taylor. Our ring announcer, the great Alicia.
The following contest scheduled for one World Heavyweight Champion is for the Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. It's from San Francisco, again at 242 pounds, California. Rounds main event. Oh, Jey Uso. And from Vienna, Austria. And his opponent weighing in at 200, the World Heavyweight 50 pounds. He is champion, the Ring General. Go!
Jey Uso won the 2025 Royal Rumble. He would go on weight championship. Wade, a lot of people have questioned it. On to pick this man, Gunther, to challenge for the World Heavy decision of why Uso would pick this monster known.
3 months, Gunther has been at his brutalist worst.
Is Gunther.
Well, it's a mountain to climb from the word go. For the past, it looked like it had crumbled Jey Uso from the off-main event, Jey.
You win the Royal Rumble, you have an opportunity to be a world champion, no matter who.
But the last 2 weeks, we've seen a very different version of
you face. It's going to be tough. This one might be the...
After bloodying and bludgeoning Jey Uso's
toughest of them all.
Talked a lot over the past couple of weeks, the fact that brother Jimmy, that Gunther said Jey Uso's been intense. Jey Uso has been focused so into another space, into another plane. Jey, and perhaps Wade, for the first time, Gunther has
act by Jey Uso, and that morphing act has
lost some control of this situation.
Yeah, it's been a morphing, completely rattled the champ. Everything Gunther thought he knew about
Uso thought he knew about Jey Uso has gone out the window.
Jey Uso has gone out the window.
I think everything Jey feels like a new person as of late, as we wait.
4-0-3 in one-on-one matches with Gunther back in.
Get each other out here a little bit on the big stage.
The problem for Jey, I mentioned 2024 when Jey Uso was the Iron Man of the Rumble that year, dominated by Gunther, and we're underway. Are you surprised, Wade, that Jey Uso
let's get started
50 minutes before being eliminated, went for the collar and elbow tie-up to start this match.
So may have appeared to have changed over the past 2 weeks. Physically, I am completely, and listen, the mindset of Jey Uso, he's still the same guy. That's the problem. Physically.
And he drops Gunther, and Gunther now back on his heels, and he's going to...
Ooh, nobody.
Oh, and Jey firing back with a right roll out of the way. The ring now to readjust.
Rock Gunther. But when Gunther feels a weakness on him, all right, forget everything I just said. Physically, that did indeed himself. He fixes it and comes back stronger.
Yeah, Jey Uso, a new neck tat, so physically he's different as well coming in here. And I think Uso has actually put on some muscle over the last few months. But Gunther just realized wait a minute, Jey Uso can throw hands.
Gunther is steadfast, machine-like. He's
if he has to.
Yeah, real contrast in styles in this matchup. He's redefined brutality here in WWE for Jey Gunther here tonight, which I'm not sure you could do against the Ring General. So he's flashy, he's quick, he's a veteran, looking to outsmart.
Well, Gunther leaves no stone unturned in his Wrestlemania. Jey Uso simply cannot outmaneuver the separation, especially for the biggest matches here at Wrestlemania.
Side headlock, and Pat, if you're Gunther, you want to try to ground and
everything in sight.
Big shoulder tackle, Uso with his quickness and pound Uso tonight.
Absolutely, Gunther's trying
to moves out of the way, and Jey Uso with a shoulder tackle of his own.
Equalizers here.
And a step up in Zaguri drops the champ again. Shot by Gunther.
Yeah, those are going to be the...
And again, Gunther has to roll out of the way and try to reassess the
bit of peace here.
Well, here's the shocking moment, that huge chop from
situation.
Step up in Zaguri gives Jey a little...
Gunther there. Jey just ate it. It rattled him, but he didn't.
A champion who's held the title 80% of his career and
go down. That has surprised the big Austrian.
The WWE, 870 days as the Intercontinental Champion. 258 days now as the World Champ. NXT UK Champ. 666 days since winning back at SummerSlam. Allow the crowd to get into this match.
Yeah, you want.
One thing Gunther has to do, Pat, is not
just take a step back there once the eating started here in Las Vegas. And
being a former NFL player, explain to us the importance of the moment.
Maybe it is in his head a little bit that the whole stadium's against him.
Momentum of the crowd to help your team.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing. And they're going. Confidence is
high. Not enough. And Gunther.
Stats and analytics don't really know how to explain it, but if the vibes are good.
Into the cover now, Jey forced to kick out. And I'm not sure you want to try to
loud noise when it comes to Gunther. A lot of people, yes, it will
power Gunther here.
Yeah, and I guess you're overestimating the importance of crowd.
chest tonight that people are going to hear maybe for the first time. We'll talk about noise. The chops to Jay's farming. What that right hand of that Austrian man can do. He's devastated.
And now Gunther backing up into the corner.
Body slam from Jey Uso.
Again, and Jey Uso caught him. And Jey now starting to roll. That chop will stop Jey in his tracks. Gunther, the champion, could be in some trouble. Gunther was not as he tumbles and falls to the floor.
That's what I was
2 miles an hour from Jey Uso. It has rattled the
talking about just moments ago.
It's been flurries, it's been a hunt champ on occasion, but one killer blow.
It's his finisher.
Boom!
If he hits it
like that, changes everything.
And again, another look at this chop.
It could be over immediately.
And remember, guys, no hurry for Gunther here. Jey must pin or submit Gunther to win the title.
And this is the pair.
He's got the champion's advantage.
That Gunther likes. It was that 100 miles an hour stuff from Jey Uso. Now this is all back to the drawing board.
Gunther goes
so that was playing into Uso's game plan.
6'4", 250 from Vienna, Austria. Gunther's starting to settle in.
Yeah, this is right where Gunther likes to be.
And that big uppercut drops Jey again. And now it almost feels like
he's in complete control. You are at his mercy. Body down. And he's chopping and thumping your.
This is what you had to try to avoid.
Yeah, absolutely. So had zero chance in this match. All that has changed in the meantime. You asked him on 3 weeks ago. Jey Uso is a couple of fired-up speeches from Jey Uso by Gunther. This was inevitable.
You don't think that affected Go
physically? He's exactly the same, and now he's getting dominated.
Gunther emotionally at all.
Until the bell rings, and then this version appears.
And now the match settling into the...
Something switches in the mind of Gunther.
Point where I believe many people thought this match would be the Jey with a spear! He caught him out of midair with a spear! The dominance of Gunther, didn't want to believe it, wanted to believe in. Chance now to steal a win over Gunther, who's got to kick it too.
Wade is true, then Jey Uso didn't just spear Gunther.
Now, if you're the champion, Wade, that's going to knock you all out of sorts.
Yeah, and if everything you're saying out of his boots and almost win the title right here in Las Vegas.
Taking this, Gunther absorbed it, kicked out. Another look at this. Spear connects to perfection, but to be honest, at exactly the right moment, keeps the match alive. And really,
but Jey got all that spear with full momentum.
Really, Jey Uso took too long to follow it up.
Yeah, you got to wonder if Jey's still fighting back, and Gunther seems to be on his heels. Ooh, wow!
Never
here.
In case Jey Uso's back in charge.
The biggest equalizer in the game. Throw whatever.
Turn it into a Samoan drop. Great counter by Jey. He's been beaten by that power.
You want it, Gunther. Wait a second.
Went for the power bomb, and Jey's bomb before.
I'll tell you this, Jey Uso is as locked in as this is a very different, more combative version of I have ever seen him. I go back 16 years with that guy, this Jey Uso.
Referee Sean Bennett, the official to get to the top rope. Gunther will meet him there, however. And now in this World Championship matchup, Gunther now will not allow Uso, world champion, looking to take control. Hooking Uso, top Uso across the ring.
There's a throw off the top rope.
And there's that dynamite rope now for Gunther. Into that suplex, driving Jey Uso drop kick by the gargantuan Gunther, who now Laredo stacks him up for the win and the retention, and a kick looks to put Uso away with a power bomb, and this is what we are out at 2 by Jey.
How did Jey
game before our eyes? No one in history has stacked
out of that.
Well, Gunther is transforming the heavy offense in a row, quite like Gunther. Final piece until it wasn't. Jey Uso. This was the final piece in the puzzle. The high stack pill has some resolve left in it.
What a night tonight at Allegiance. World Heavyweight title on the line. Over 60,000 will be stadium. We kick off WrestleMania Saturday. We'll be in this building tonight in Las Vegas.
WrestleMania weekends are a must-do for any human. Absolutely electrifying atmosphere with breath.
It's been a wild 20 right hand. Big slap by Gunther, drops Jey. 4 hours already. Again. And now Gunther looking to with a nice Rana. And now Jey Uso, spear again by delivery at another power bomb to Jey Uso. Jey able to turn it. Jey Jay's got Gunther hurt. Gunther's down. Jey opportunity. Jey from the top rope. Frog splash connecting. He's going to look to go up top. Is it Jay's moment? Is it Jay's cover? Gunther kicks.
Both now drop their heaviest artillery, and it's
attitude.
Well, they probably hasn't worked. Gobbling up for that second bite of this time, following it up with that iconic splash. Jey beats him to the punch with this spear. But Gunther is the champ for a reason, and
their finishers, their Uso splash and the power bomb, and
this one lives on.
And it's interesting because both the men have hit their, you got to believe, is frustration, I should say.
He's taking his bat and ball and going home.
Starting to set in for Gunther.
What the hell's Gunther doing?
Gunther has grabbed his world title.
Nobody will.
And Jey Uso now, look at the referee Bennett at a duck out with a belt to the face. Gunther now going up to the top for the way, and Gunther used the belt as a weapon. Jey Uso with a splash. Gunther looking to retain.
Oh, the hell, is there anything left in Jey?
Steal this matchup. Kick out by Jey
Uso.
And now the frustration is setting in, Wade. Locking in the sleeper. The choke is locked in. Gunther realized that was his opportunity, and now.
This looks very similar to what was happening to Jimmy a couple weeks ago.
And a bloody mess in the center of the ring. WWE feed, and Jey Uso was forced to watch as his brother was choked out. Man's trying to rally Jey Uso some way, somehow, and lock it in.
The eyes of Jey Uso.
Jey trying to make it to the rope. Gunther going to turn it around now.
Slowly fading. This is the last roll of the dice if he can't get to
now. Drags Jey back to the center of the ring, and now it's just a matter of rope. Jey trying to make it to the rope. Gunther doing a nice job blocking. Matter of time.
Squeezing the soul out of the body.
Made it to the ropes. Great move by Jey. Made it to the ropes. The official
of Jey Uso still scrambling.
And made it to the ropes. Jey gives Gunther a 5 to break.
I thought that was it, Wade, in the past, and that's just make Jey Uso. I thought Gunther was going to do what he's done so many times. Oh, night.
Well, he ain't night quite yet. But things are getting incredibly close.
Gunther screaming at Uso, trying to figure out what he needs to do to put Jey away. So, obviously, frustrated. A couple of vicious knees to the jaw of Jey Uso.
And get hit with a title, your brain is scrambled. Jey Uso at this point.
Another chop, and Gunther's ticked off right now.
You've been completely defenseless. I'm starting to aliveness.
You saw the official, Sean Bennett, again, checking on.
Question the likelihood of Jey Uso's ongoing.
Jey Uso, and Jey says, just bring it. And now another laughing at the chops from Gunther.
Jey Uso said, you know.
Not by Gunther. Uso is laughing. Jey Uso is laughing.
The family I grew up in, you think you're going to be able to out-tough me?
That was wise, but to your point, Jey might not have a clue where he's at.
You can laugh.
And another one walks right into that. Drops Jey to the knees. Not sure.
Oh, all you want. Imminently, Jey Uso is going to.
Point. Gunther promised he would bloody and bludgeon and
to start looking like Jimmy did several weeks ago.
That's a really good batter. Jey Uso in this match tonight. Back to his feet. Nice blow by Uso. World champ.
Gunther waiting for Jey to get back to his feet.
Oh, Jey backs on the left arm and a shot to Jey.
Caving them.
At this point, Jey Uso clearly.
And another chop. Drops the challenge.
Is not thinking like the normal Jey Uso. Three is to protect competitors when they can't protect them. So the referee needs to keep a close eye on this. Part of the job of the referee.
It's a championship fight. Jey Uso's nowhere near quitting.
Jey fighting back. Been some physical, vicious championship matches. Gunther and Jey now exchanging blows like in all genres here in Las Vegas over the years. Massive heavyweights in the middle of the ring. What's going to give here? His feet. A clothesline to Gunther as well. Jey. And Gunther with a clothesline. Jey still in it. He's still standing tall. The champ down.
Big boot.
And that'll knock.
Jey Uso looking like a man possessed.
Through a toughness war with Gunther in one. Just want
We talked about it on the countdown show. You never know when you're ever going to get it when you can. And now Gunther from behind. The choke now on Uso. Able to another opportunity at the World Championship. You got to take it. Duck from underneath. Nice German suplex by Jay.
It can't take too long. Gunther will take advantage. Jay taking a minute, but
Jay going deep into the playbook tonight.
On Gunther right now, that clothesline, that Jey Uso is basically hitting Gunther's greatest hits. German suplex.
It's a great game plan developed here by Jey Uso. And
for whatever he expected tonight, it certainly was not this.
That's that big dinosaur drop kick. Drops center of the ring. Hoisting Jey Uso, the number one contender in his tracks. Gunther now, so up, powerbomb position. Jey able to counter. Jey counters. Jey's got.
Yet again, pulling out moves from the red.
Gunther into a powerbomb of his own.
Repertoire of the champ.
Studying film.
With a powerbomb and a super kick, and suddenly
growing his game.
Jey just hit Gunther. Uso showing signs of life. Told us on Pat McAfee's show Friday how proud he was of
a power bomb to the ring general.
Roman Reigns. Jey Uso in this opportunity tonight. Spear! Speaking of Roman, Jey's gonna climb high.
Go on, Jey!
Roman Reigns, a spear by Jey. Gunther's down. Uso split. One didn't get it done last time, so Jey is gonna try to dash. Smart by Jey. Developing another one here.
Oh, I think he's thinking 3 Usos.
A second Uso splash.
Rolls through again. Splashes.
Well, Gunther looks like a beaten man.
Next, this time to the back of Gunther. Just ready. Jey Uso going for the trifecta in Vegas. Does Jey have a chance? Does Jey Uso have a chance for the champion?
You're a betting man. You're putting all on Jey Uso.
The upset of the year.
Is Jey Uso about to be world?
And now Jey with a choke around him. Uso's got it locked in on Gunther. Gunther's back with a sleeper on Gunther, turning Gunther's offense. Gunther taps out. Jey Uso breaks the down.
Title. There is your new World Heavyweight Event Champion.
Đã bốc một rồi, làm gì đây? Rất vội vàng, rất nhanh. Vẫn tiếp tục lại như vậy. Xin mời hai đô vào giữa thảm công bố kết quả. Đô